Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Heather Salter-Purves. This is my heart side where I talk about my reading, writing and life journeys. Today I am going to bring you along with my spinner wheel to do a TBR for September. I am still trudging through my HRCYED bingo card. There is a few now that I have ticked off, so that will alter when it comes up on the board. If it is completed. Obviously if I've ticked it off I then have to move across to the next one, because this month in August I hosted and completed AuthorTuber August, so the idea was to read AuthorTuber books. So there I have completed that readathon, so I've ticked that off. I also do need to update everything else on this sheet, just to make sure that I am ticking off things that necessarily are. So this time I am going to do 7 spins because I'm a bit more of a mood reader, and I am hoping to tackle a couple of things, such as the 24-hour readathon here. If it doesn't come up on this, I will also be adding books for that. I'd love to know, if you do 24-hour readathons, do you go for number of books or pages read? Because I think in this one the idea is to read as many books as possible. Either. I can read as many books or pages. I will also be having my end of 2025 goals and realignment video coming up very soon if you'd like to check that out. But without further ado, let's get into the spins. So spin 1 is going to be, funny enough, number 2, which on my bingo board is the 24-hour readathon. So if you would like to see how I go, what I read during that, you're gonna have to hit that like and subscribe button, because I will vlog it for you guys. Any tips and tricks on how to approach it, let those down in the comments. So spin 2, 22. Oh, that's helpful. Okay, so 22 is the new releases challenge. So the idea is that you have to read the book in the month it is released, or you do have 60 days either side to do that. I have done my August and my July book, so September books or in October. Oh, actually, at the end of this month, I am getting an arc for Natasha Madden's new YA book that's releasing in October. So I will definitely be going to that. It is How to Kill a Nightmare. It's her first young adult book. Really love her writing. She is one of my favourite independent authors here in Western Australia. So that is my second spin. Spin number 3 is 21. It's a BIPOC author. So, BIPOC author. So an author of colour. I have been meaning to get to this for so long, and that is Kieran J. Zhao's Iron Widow. So it's the reimagining of the only female emperor in China, with creatures, machines, polyamorous. She is also an authortuber, so could have used it this month, but I didn't. So you've been living a dream for long enough. Welcome to your nightmare. The boys of Hanjin dream of the celebrity status that will come with piloting Crystalline's giant transforming robots that battle the aliens beyond the Great Wall. Their female co-pilots are expected to serve as concubines and sacrifice their lives. When 18-year-old Zirn offers herself up as a concubine pilot, her plan is to assassinate the ace male pilot responsible for her sister's death, but on the miraculously emerging from the cockpit unscathed after her first battle, she is declared an Iron Widow, the most feared pilot of all. So really looking forward to that. And the second book is out, so I could use this also for the staircase as a duology. So spin number 4 is number 8, and that is all the adaptations. What I would be really interested in doing is reading. I'll try this one. This is Bright Smoke, Cold Fire by Rosamund Hodge, who is the author of A Cruel Beauty. So a darkly romantic and atmospheric fancy inspired by Romeo and Juliet. So this will do my play. So when the ruining crept over the world, the living died and the dead rose. Only the walled city of Verne was left untouched. As the heirs to Verne's most powerful and warring families, Montague, Romeo and Juliet Castisso share a love deeper than duty, honour, and even life itself. But the magic lied on Juliet at birth compels her to punish her clan's enemies, and Romeo has just killed her cousin. This means he must die. So yes, Romeo and Juliet. This is also the first book in a duology, so I could also use this for a staircase. 5th spin. Number 3. And that is a subgenre of choice. So, dark fantasy author here. I'm going to read subgenres of my choice of fantasy, gothic. I'm going to go with the gothic fantasy, and I have been chomping at the bit to pick up Rachel Giller's books. So I'm also going to make it a little easier on myself and pick up the audiobook for A Night and the Moth. Just here, which is their newest release that came out in May this year. I've heard a lot of people enjoyed it, the writing style. I want to get a bit more into the gothic and darker aspects of genre, the fantasy genre, so that is what I will pick up for that. So number 6. 15 is Spooky Creature. So I have done the vampire. I have done a fair folk. I'm going to count this as a zombie, and that is the Bonehouses by Emily Lloyd Jones. This recently came into my house as part of a book haul that I'll pop up here. So no warrior can stop the risen dead, but perhaps a gravedigger's could. So 17-year-old Wren cares about only 2 things: her family and her family's graveyard. Right now, both are in dire straits. First, since the death of her parents, Wren and her siblings have been scraping together a meagre existence as gravediggers in the remote village of Colburn, which sits at the foot of the harsh and deadly mountain range that was once home to the Fae. The problem with being a grave digger in Colburn, though, is that the dead don't always stay dead. The risen corpses are known as bonehouses, and legend says that they're results of decade-age curses. When Ellis, an apprentice map maker with a mysterious past, arrives in town, the bonehouses attack with a new ferocity. What is it that draws them near, and more importantly, how can they be stopped for good? Together, Ellis and Wren embark on a journey that will take them into the heart of the mountains, where all of the fates and curses and deeply buried truths about themselves, equal parts classic horror novel and original fairy tale. The Bonehouses is a spell binding from the first page. So I'm counting this as zombies because it is the risen dead. And finally, spin 7. And that's number 2, which is, again, a 24-hour readathon. So what I might do for this one is I might try it twice, and one with the aim of pages and one with the aim of books read. So I will probably grab a lot of graphic novels. So for that one, so I'll be picking up Gotham City Sirens Book 1, Red Hot Rogues. So this is Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn being on the straight and narrow, trying to be good people. Only sometimes friends are more trouble than they're worth, particularly when they're unaccustomed to things of loyalty and sanity. So I will be definitely picking that up in a 24-hour reading fun. I'm also going to pick up a young adult middle grade graphic novel that came in, and that is Coven, as we're following Hester, Adadel, and Dot, the legendary across the endless woods as vigilante detectives and protectors of peace of the Everless Witch. You call the witch Coven. The Coven answers help of call across the mysteriously new world, the Red Isles. So I will be definitely picking that up during a 24-hour readathon in terms of pages read. And then what I might do for the other one is pick a really chunky book and see if I can get through that. Just thinking, like, in terms of, can I read a 500-page book in a day? Is this book 500 pages? So yeah, I'm going to pick up Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolff as part of the 24-hour readathon. One of them, because I'll be trying to walk through this and see what we get to. So if you want to see if I succeed, fail, or how that all goes, let me know in the comments down below. I will also need to be reading a September new release. So let me know what books are coming out in September that I should keep an eye out on. So if you'd also like to see how I'm going in terms of getting this done and where I'm currently sitting before September ends, let me know down in the comments. Until next time, let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Thank you. Bye bye for now.